just a quick note about using colours in CSS and HTML. The standard way to represent colours is to use hexadecimal. Now, we've already looked at the fact that there are some colours that are actually built into the standard, words like red and black and navy. But of course, that's a very limited number of colours that you can actually use on your pages. What you want to do is you want to be able to use a far richer variety of colours. And the way that we represent colours in CSS is to use a hexadecimal notation. Hexadecimal uses the standard digits that we're familiar with, in other words, the ones between 0 and 9, but it also uses some other digits here, A, B, C, D, E, and F. And an A represents 10, a B represents 11, a C 12, etc. But that's not too important for this. Here are some example hexadecimal numbers, and you can see they look like these things: 3E, 2DD, 2456, 11111. Just because something is a hexadecimal number doesn't mean it will have one of those letters in there, but it can be a hexadecimal number. But the important point here is, how do we find the representation of a colour in hexadecimal? Well, the easiest way to do is to use many of the online tools that are available. So for example, here's one, and what you do is you can adjust the amount of red, the amount of green, and the amount of blue. And what it will do is it will actually give you the hexadecimal value for that colour. So if you look at the bottom of the panel on the right, you should be able to see the little hash with a number 006666. So that's the hexadecimal colour representation for that particular sort of navy blue, whatever it is. So we could use that number in our CSS and it will produce that blue colour. And because we're representing colours as numbers, there's all sorts of mathematical theories about which colours go with other colours. And there are tools online that enable you to find colours that go with other colours. So for example, you could go to one of these sites and you can enter a colour and it will find complementary colours that go with that colour in your design. And it will supply the codes, and so you can see a whole bunch of different hexadecimal codes here that correspond to the colours of each one inside the square.